Now to other news. Breaking news. CBS 2 News has learned that prosecutors are now ready to file their plea agreement with Congressman Jesse Jackson Jr.
But tonight we've also learned what legal trouble Jackson's wife Sandy is facing. Our chief correspondent Jay Levine is here with exclusive details. What do you have, Jay?
Rob, the feds are finally ready now after all these months. Formal charges against Jesse Jackson Jr. could be filed as soon as tomorrow, Tuesday at the latest, unless something happens to screw things up. But tonight we've learned Jackson's plea has also implicated his wife, leading to tax fraud charges against her.
The filing at the U.S. District Courthouse in Washington will not require a court appearance by either Jackson. Plea agreements will be submitted to the court clerk, assigned to judges who will set initial appearances. As we reported exclusively last week, Jesse Jackson Jr. will plead guilty to one felony count of misuse of campaign funds. Then let a federal judge determine his punishment, which according to the agreement could range from probation to 5 years in prison. Jackson's deal calls for him to repay hundreds of thousands of dollars spent for things like travel and meals with a mistress and a $40,000 men's Rolex watch he bought for himself. Jackson's resignation from Congress was also part of the deal. But Jackson's pleading guilty to using campaign funds for personal expenses could expose Sandy, his campaign manager, to tax fraud charges. The congressman's guilty plea says Sandy knew about improper purchases, which apparently include breakfast snacks, cosmetic services, even beds purchased for campaign workers. We reported last week that Sandy Jackson will accept responsibility for some things because, as the congressman's campaign manager, she signed the tax returns.
Both Jacksons could face penalties ranging from probation to jail time, but it's hard to believe that with two young children at home, both would be sent to prison. Chicago super lawyer Dan Webb is representing Sandy and is obviously aware of the only similar case we could find, another congressman's wife pleading guilty to tax fraud involving campaign funds. The sentence, 30 days in jail and 5 months of house arrest.
So it's unlikely they're going to send both of them to prison. Is it likely that at least one of them goes to prison, do you think?
I would think it would be hard for Congressman Jackson to escape at least some jail time for what he did. Although, with all the things he's got, his mental health issues and other kinds of problems, there are a lot of circumstances here that a judge has to consider.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Thank you.